What led her to pause her career? And why is now the time to return? Let's dive into the details, rumors, and emotions behind this epic comeback. Lucero, with 45 years of career, surprised the world by returning in 2024 with an energy that seems to defy time. Her presence in Juego de Voces 2025 and the series El Gallo de Oro is not just a comeback, but a reaffirmation of her place as a cultural icon. From her first steps in Alegría de Mediodía at age 10, she has built a legacy that spans generations. This return, according to sources like Univision, comes after a period of introspection dedicated to her family, especially her daughter, Lucero Mijares. The decision to pause such a consolidated career reveals a human side of Lucero, who chose to prioritize personal bonds before returning to the spotlight. But what does this moment mean for her trajectory? Lucero's pause, though without precise dates, sparked curiosity among fans. In a world where celebrities live under constant pressure, her choice to step away temporarily reflects a search for balance. Unlike other artists who pause their careers due to controversies or burnout, Lucero seems to have found in her family the fuel for her return. Her comeback to the stage, with vibrant performances and striking roles, suggests that this hiatus was more than a break, it was preparation for a new chapter. Her connection with the audience, strengthened by platforms like VIX, shows that Lucero knows how to navigate between nostalgia and modernity. How does someone maintain such relevance after decades? The impact of her return goes beyond numbers. In Juego de Voces, Lucero not only shone as an artist but also as a mentor, sharing the stage with emerging talents, including her daughter. This moment, full of emotion, resonates with those who have had to reinvent themselves after a period of reflection. Her choice of projects like El Gallo de Oro, which blends drama and music, reinforces her versatility. For fans, it's like seeing a lighthouse reignite amidst a storm, guiding both old and new generations. Have you ever thought about what motivates you to come back with full force after time away? Rumors about the reasons for her pause fuel public fascination. Some believe Lucero faced personal challenges, while others suggest she wanted to give space for Lucero to build her own career. Without official confirmations, these speculations show how the public seeks to understand the woman behind the star. What is certain is that Lucero returned with a clear purpose: to reconnect with her audience and leave her mark in a new era. Her ability to adapt, whether on television or streaming, is a lesson in resilience. Lucero's presence in Juego de Voces brought unforgettable moments, like episode 9, where she was honored with the song Sobreviver. This tribute, filled with messages from colleagues like Alexis Ayala, highlighted not only her 45 years of career but also her ability to touch hearts. For many, this was the pinnacle of a return that was already captivating Mexico and the world. The emotion of the moment reflects the affection the public has for her, something that goes beyond numbers or awards. How does an artist manage to maintain this connection after so long? Lucero's return is a cultural phenomenon. In a world where fame is fleeting, she remains a symbol of constancy. Her comeback is not just about occupying the stage but about inspiring others to pursue their dreams, regardless of obstacles. Whether through her music, acting, or magnetic presence, Lucero reminds us that true talent never fades. What's your favorite moment from this new phase of Lucero? Juego de Voces 2025 became the epicenter of Lucero's return, with her participation as a central figure and a striking tribute in episode 9. The performance of Sobreviver by the participants, accompanied by messages from colleagues and fans, was a moment that transcended television. This tribute, broadcast by Univision, celebrated 45 years of a career that began when Lucero was just a child. But what makes this moment so special? It's proof that Lucero is not just an artist but an icon who unites generations. The show's dynamic, blending competition and emotion, found in Lucero the perfect figure to lead. Her presence brought authenticity, with her striking voice and generosity in sharing the stage with new talents. Episode 9, in particular, was a milestone. The song Sobreviver was not just a performance but a reflection of Lucero's resilience. For viewers, it was like reliving moments from her telenovelas and shows, while new fans discovered her strength. Have you ever felt the impact of a song that seems to tell your own story? The participation of her daughter, Lucero Mijares, added a unique emotional layer. Seeing mother and daughter together on stage is like witnessing a dialogue between past and future. Lucero, with her undeniable talent, shines alongside her mother without being overshadowed. This balance shows Lucero's skill as a mentor, guiding her daughter while letting her soar on her own. Rumors on social media suggest that this collaboration was one of the reasons for Lucero's return, as a way to support Lucero in her rise. Could maternal love be the true driving force behind this comeback? Additionally, the presence of friends like Alexis Ayala in the Juego de Voces finale revealed Lucero's generous side. Sharing the stage with longtime colleagues reinforces her reputation as an artist who values connections. These gestures spark speculation about possible future collaborations, perhaps a new album or even a tour. The lack of confirmations only heightens fans' anticipation, who are already dreaming of the next project. What would it be like to see Lucero and her contemporaries together again? The impact of Juego de Voces goes beyond entertainment. The show, with Lucero at its center, became a space to celebrate Latin music and its ability to unite generations. For many, the tribute to Lucero was a reminder of how art can inspire resilience. In a fast-paced world where success is measured by likes, Lucero teaches us to value constancy and human connection. What's your favorite moment from the show? Juego de Voces reinforces Lucero's legacy as an artist who never stops evolving. Her participation is not just a return but a bridge to the future, connecting her story with that of new talents. For fans, it's an opportunity to celebrate a career that continues to inspire. What does this show mean to you? It's an invitation to reflect on who in your life deserves a tribute as special as Lucero's. In January 2024, Lucero returned to screens with the second season of El Gallo de Oro, a series that blends drama, music, and a 1940s aesthetic, available on the ViX platform. Her central role, combined with her contribution to the soundtrack, marked a crucial moment in her career. But why choose streaming for this return? In an era dominated by digital platforms, Lucero shows she can reinvent herself without losing her essence. The series is a milestone, not only for its quality but for positioning Lucero in a new global scenario. El Gallo de Oro is more than a nostalgic production. With an engaging plot and carefully crafted setting, the series highlights Lucero's versatility as an actress. Her experience in telenovelas like Chispita and Por Ella Soy Eva brought depth to her character, while her voice in the soundtrack reignited fans' passion for her music. According to reviews on platforms like IMDb, the series won over both nostalgic audiences and new viewers. How does an artist with decades of career adapt so well to new formats? The choice of streaming reflects a smart strategy. Platforms like ViX, focused on Latin audiences, offer global reach and flexibility that traditional telenovelas lacked. Lucero, who was an icon of the 80s and 90s, now captivates young people discovering her story through clicks. This move shows her vision for the future of entertainment, where streaming reigns supreme. Rumors on X suggest that the offer of such a rich role was the trigger for her return. But did Lucero plan this moment, or did she simply seize a unique opportunity? The series' impact goes beyond the screen. El Gallo de Oro is a celebration of Latin culture, with its music and aesthetic evoking a golden era. For Lucero, it's a chance to connect her musical roots with her acting skills. Fans on social media already speculate about a possible album inspired by the series, something that would combine her vocal talent with the production's narrative. Can you imagine Lucero releasing an album with this retro touch? The series also raises questions about the industry's future. 20 years ago, Lucero dominated telenovelas. Today, she shines in streaming. This leap reflects the evolution of entertainment and Lucero's ability to adapt. Compared to other icons like Thalia, who also explored digital platforms, Lucero seems to have found a perfect balance between nostalgia and innovation. What does this movement say about the future of Latin artists? Just as Lucero embraced a new format, we all face moments when we need to reinvent ourselves. Whether at work or in personal life, Lucero's story reminds us that it's possible to evolve without losing who we are. What's your most striking reinvention? Lucero's success in streaming is an invitation to explore new paths. Before her return in 2024, Lucero took time to dedicate herself to her family, especially her daughter, Lucerito Mijares. Although Univision doesn't provide exact dates, this pause is one of the most intriguing aspects of her recent journey. What led a star of her magnitude to step away from the spotlight? In a world where fame demands constant presence, Lucero's decision reflects rare courage, choosing personal life over career. Being a star since age 10, as Lucero was, brings unique challenges. From her days in Alegría de Mediodía to her peak in telenovelas like Soy tu dueña, she has lived under the public's gaze. The pause suggests a need to find balance, something that resonates with anyone who has faced the pressure of balancing work and family. In past interviews, Lucero emphasized the importance of being present for her children. Was this hiatus driven solely by maternal love? Rumors on social media, especially on X, point to other possibilities. Some fans speculate that Lucero faced artistic burnout or even professional conflicts. Although there's no concrete evidence, these theories show how the public seeks to understand their idol's decisions. Others believe she wanted to reflect on her legacy before returning. The lack of details about this pause fuels the mystery but also highlights Lucero's discretion, a rare quality in the age of social media. Compared to other stars, like Thalia, who also took breaks, Lucero's decision seems deeply personal. While some artists step away for projects or controversies, Lucero appears to have chosen the path of the heart. Her return, with such impactful projects, suggests that this time was essential to recharge her energy. How would you balance passion and family in a moment of pressure? Lucero Mejara's presence in Juego de Voces reinforces the theory that family was the center of this pause. Lucero, by supporting her daughter's artistic rise, shows that the time away was not an end but a preparation. This narrative resonates with mothers and fathers who have made sacrifices for their children. Lucero's story invites us to reflect. What are we willing to pause to prioritize what truly matters? Lucero's pause is a reminder that even stars need moments of introspection. Her return, stronger than ever, proves that breaks can be the prelude to great comebacks. For fans, it's a lesson in resilience and authenticity. When was the last time you stopped to reassess your priorities? Lucero's journey is a mirror for all of us. One of the highlights of Lucero's return is her collaboration with her daughter, Lucero Mijares, in Juego de Voces 2025. This mother-daughter partnership is not just an artistic moment but a symbol of love and legacy. Seeing them on stage is like watching a passing of the baton, where Lucero's experience meets Lucero's energy. But how do they balance this unique dynamic? Lucero, with her powerful voice and natural charisma, is building her own path in the industry. Her participation in Juego de Voces alongside her mother shows that she inherited not only talent, but also a passion for art. Lucero, in turn, seems to play the role of mentor, guiding her daughter without overshadowing her. This relationship is comparable to historical collaborations, like Joan Baez with her daughter, where familial love amplifies artistic impact. Have you ever worked on something special with someone in your family? The chemistry between the two is undeniable. In Juego de Voces, they create moments that blend emotion and professionalism, captivating the audience. Rumors on X suggest that Lucero returned to support Lucero in her rise, a theory that gains strength when seeing Lucero's dedication to her daughter. But does this collaboration also represent pressure for Lucero, who carries the weight of such an iconic surname? Lucero, with her experience, seems to shield Lucero from expectations. In interviews, she emphasizes the importance of letting her daughter find her own voice. This balance is a lesson for anyone who has tried to guide a loved one without imposing their own path. Their dynamic shows that mutual support can be more powerful than any spotlight. How do you help those you love shine without projecting your own ambitions? The impact of this partnership goes beyond the stage. In a world where social media can be cruel, the bond between Lucero and Lucero is an example of family strength. They face the challenges of fame together, showing that love can be a shield against criticism. For fans, it's a story that inspires. Valuing family ties. Who's the person you'd like to share a dream with? The collaboration between Lucero and Lucero is a milestone for both. For Lucero, it's a chance to celebrate her legacy while supporting the future. For Lucero, it's an opportunity to learn from a legend while building her own story. This partnership reminds us that life's best moments often come from those by our side. What do you think of this duo? From her first steps in Alegría de Mediodía at age 10, Lucero built a career that is a true mosaic of achievements. Her journey, spanning children's shows like Chicueladas, iconic telenovelas like Soy Tu Duena, and albums that earned gold and platinum records, is proof of her versatility. But what makes Lucero such a singular figure? Her ability to evolve with time, without losing her essence, places her among the great names in Latin entertainment. Her return in 2024 and 2025 is just the latest chapter in a story that inspires. Emilio. In the 80s, Lucero was the prodigy girl who enchanted Mexico with her voice and charisma in Chicueladas. Her transition to pop music and romantic ballads in the 90s solidified her status as a star, with albums that marked generations. Hits like these didn't come without challenges. Growing up in the spotlight brought pressures few would understand. In interviews, Lucero has mentioned how early fame shaped her resilience. How does someone maintain passion after decades of constant exposure? Her return suggests that love for art is her driving force. Cinema and television were also stages for her talent. Films like Fibre de Amor, alongside Luis Miguel, and telenovelas like Por Ella Soy Eva showed her ability to navigate different genres. Each project seemed to reinforce her versatility but also raised questions about the personal cost of fame. Her pause before 2024, focused on family, reveals a Lucero who values balance above all. Have you ever had to choose between pursuing your passion and protecting your peace? What makes Lucero's journey unique is her authenticity. Compared to contemporaries like Yuri, she stands out for her ability to connect with different generations. Her fans, who grew up watching her telenovelas, now rediscover her on platforms like ViX. This intergenerational reach is rare and reflects her ability to reinvent herself. Her participation in El Gallo de Oro and Juego de Voces shows that she doesn't just follow trends, she sets them. Which phase of Lucero's career impacted you the most? Lucero's story is also a lesson in perseverance. From her humble beginnings to her status as a global icon, she faced challenges that could have dimmed her shine. Yet, her return in 2025 proves that true talent is timeless. For fans, her journey is an invitation to reflect on their own paths. What obstacle have you overcome that made you stronger? Lucero shows us that every step, no matter how small, counts. Lucero's career is a mirror for all of us. Her ability to adapt, from the stages of the 80s to today's streaming, is an inspiration for those seeking to evolve without losing their essence. Whether in music, acting, or as a mother, Lucero continues to teach that success comes from authenticity. What's the next chapter you hope for this legend? Lucero's return sparked a wave of speculation on social media, especially on X, where fans and curious observers debate the reasons for her pause and the impact of her comeback. Some suggest she faced emotional burnout, others believe she wanted to pave the way for Lucerito Mijares' career. Without concrete evidence, these rumors show how the public connects with Lucero's humanity. But to what extent do these theories reflect the truth? The entertainment industry is fertile ground for speculation. Lucero's pause, though brief, was enough to raise questions. Was it a creative crisis, conflicts with producers, or simply a personal choice? Her return with high-impact projects like El Gallo de Oro and Juego de Voces debunks the idea of an artistic decline. On the contrary, it seems Lucero chose the perfect moment to return, capitalizing on the rise of streaming and the popularity of music shows. Was this a calculated strategy or a heartfelt impulse? The cordial relationship with her ex-husband, Manuel Mijares, and the collaboration with Lucerito in Juego de Voces fuel theories that family was the center of her pause and return. Some fans believe Lucero wanted to be present to support her daughter in her artistic rise, a gesture that resonates with many parents. This narrative reinforces Lucero's image as an authentic figure who prioritizes family ties. How would you deal with rumors about your personal choices? Social media amplifies these speculations. Hashtags about Lucero and Juego de Voces generate thousands of posts, with fans debating everything from her health to possible new projects. This constant scrutiny is part of the price of fame, but Lucero handles it with grace, keeping her privacy intact. Her discretion amid rumors is a lesson in strength. How does a star manage to maintain balance in such an exposed world? We all face judgments or speculations in our lives, whether at work or in our social circles. The way Lucero navigates this landscape, with professionalism and serenity, inspires us to focus on what truly matters. What's your strategy for dealing with criticism or misunderstandings? Her return proves that, regardless of speculations, she remains in control of her narrative. For fans, it's an opportunity to celebrate an artist who faces scrutiny with dignity. What do you think is behind Lucero's return? Lucero is not just an artist, she is a pillar of Latin culture. Her return in 2024 and 2025 reaffirms her role as a bridge between generations, connecting fans who grew up with Chispita to young audiences discovering her on ViX. But why is her impact so profound? Her ability to remain relevant in a world where fame is fleeting is a testament to her authenticity and talent. In Mexico, where telenovelas and music are part of the cultural identity, Lucero is an almost mythical figure. Her ballads, which earned gold records, still resonate on radios and in hearts. Her return, with projects like El Gallo de Oro, coincides with the global rise of Latin entertainment, driven by streaming platforms. This moment positions her as an ambassador of a new era for Latin culture. How does an artist become such an enduring symbol? Lucero's impact is also personal. As a mother, artist, and public figure, she faces universal challenges, balancing career and family, handling rumors, reinventing herself. Her return is an inspiration for those who have had to overcome obstacles or start anew. In a fast-paced world where trends change in the blink of an eye, Lucero reminds us that authenticity always finds its place. What's the obstacle you've overcome that makes you feel stronger? Her influence also extends to other artists. The presence of colleagues like Alexis Ayala in Juego de Voces and the rise of Lucerito Mijares show how Lucero inspires those around her. Her generosity in sharing the stage reflects a humility that few icons possess. This human legacy, more than awards, is what makes her special. Who in your life inspires you to be better? Lucero's global reach, amplified by streaming, also opens new doors. Platforms like VIX bring her art to audiences in distant continents, like Europe and Asia. This phenomenon reflects the power of Latin culture in a connected world. Is Lucero ready to become an even more global star? Her trajectory suggests she is. Her return in 2025 is not just a comeback but an affirmation that true talent transcends time. For fans, it's a chance to reconnect with an artist who shaped Latin culture. What's Lucero's impact on your life? The release of El Gallo de Oro on VIX marked Lucero's triumphant entry into the world of streaming, a move that places her at the center of the digital revolution. But why streaming? At a time when platforms like Netflix and VIX dominate entertainment, Lucero proves she can adapt to the new rules of the game. Her participation in the series, both as an actress and in the soundtrack, is a reinvention that blends nostalgia with modernity. El Gallo de Oro is a production that celebrates Latin culture, with a retro aesthetic and an engaging narrative. Lucero's role, combined with her voice in the soundtrack, creates a unique connection with the audience. Positive reviews on platforms like IMDb highlight the series' quality and Lucero's impact. This project shows how she can transition between traditional television and streaming. Do you think streaming is the future for icons like Lucero? The choice of VIX, a platform focused on Latin audiences, was strategic. Unlike telenovelas, which had a more regional reach, streaming offers global visibility. Lucero, who already conquered Mexico with Chispita, now reaches young people who never heard her 90s ballads. This intergenerational reach is a rare feat and reflects her vision for the future. Was this project a calculated risk or a natural bet? The impact of streaming also raises questions about the industry. 2 decades ago, Lucero shone in telenovelas. Today, she dominates a new format. This leap shows how entertainment has evolved and how artists need to adapt. Compared to other icons, like Thalia, Lucero seems to find a perfect balance between her roots and modern demands. How do you adapt to changes in your own path? El Gallo de Oro is more than a series, it's a symbol of renewal. Lucero, like a phoenix, rises in a new medium without losing her essence. The possibility of new streaming projects, like an album inspired by the series, is already stirring the networks. What would you like to see Lucero explore in this format? Lucero's success in streaming is a lesson in evolution. In a rapidly changing world, she reminds us that it's possible to embrace the new without abandoning who we are. Her journey on VIX is an invitation for all of us to explore new horizons. What's the next step you want to take in your own reinvention? Lucero's return in 2024 and 2025 is more than a comeback, it's a celebration of resilience, family, and reinvention, connecting generations and inspiring new beginnings. From Juego de Voces to El Gallo de Oro, she proves her shine is eternal, while opening doors for the future with her daughter Lucerito and streaming projects. What excites you most about this new phase? Like, comment your expectations, and subscribe to not miss our analyses of the great Latin stars. Click the video on the screen and continue this journey with us.